Hey y'all, welcome to my small grocery haul for Saturday, April the 26th. Uh, I decided that I wanted to uh, s- start buying groceries once a week. I've never really done that before. I've always bought them every 2 weeks according to when my husband got paid. And then since September, I've been trying to order once a month. And that doesn't seem to work out for me as well. So I'm trying this new way of, to me, of ordering groceries once a week. So I have a small, very, to me, a small order. Uh, I bought some multigrain bread. I had wanted uh, a bread. It was Backer House was the brand name, and they didn't have it, so they substituted the private selection multigrain, which is fine. Uh, I had been getting the Kroger wheat bread, and it's okay, but I really like a bread that is, when you bite into it, it's kind of firm, it doesn't stick to the roof of your mouth or whatever. So I got some of that. It cost more. This was how much was this bread? It was $3.49, and uh, then I got a pork loin. I had ordered a. They had half loins on sale for $1.99 a pound, but they were out. So I got this small one here, which will last me about 3 or 4 meals. And so this was $7. I got two Roma tomatoes. They're always nice to have. You can add them as a side to your breakfast, or, on a sandwich for lunch, or, you know, make a little uh, pico de gallo or whatever. And then I got a refill of the store brand Pepsid. I was getting low. I don't want to be without this, because sometimes it's like I gotta have it. And then I got some Kroger creamy peanut butter. Now I like natural peanut butter with no salt and no sugar. Uh, but this was on sale for $1.49. I thought, well, that'll be good, for stockpiling, not stockpiling, but having it in my pantry. And then I got some olive oil. I like using olive oil or avocado oil, canola oil, but I don't use as much oil as I used to when I was cooking for my husband and 3 children. Uh, this will last me a pretty good while. I'm not sure I'm going to write the date that I bought it and when I opened it and all that. But this one was on sale, and it was $6.49. Uh, I used to buy, those big cans of olive oil at Costco, but I just don't use as much oil as I used to. I don't fry a lot of things, and I had to decide between olive oil and canola oil, and I don't use the canola oil very much, and um, so I opted to get the olive oil. I ordered uh, butter, and the butter was how much was it? 4.29. Yeah, butter's expensive, but again, I don't use a lot of it. I use it if I'm baking or something like that, and I'll use it in the mornings for breakfast. Like when I fry an egg, I get a teaspoon, put in there. And popcorn. Thought my popcorn was getting low. It has turned out to be a great snack for me. I can eat it most anytime, and usually it's at nighttime. I'm thinking, oh, I'm fixing to go to bed in a little while, and I feel a little hungry, and so I pop my popcorn in a paper bag in the microwave, and I don't use butter or salt on it. So that's good for me. And then I replenish my little supply of toilet paper. Uh, the popcorn was $2.79, and I think it lasts me maybe 6 weeks. And the toilet paper, this is a 4 pack, and each roll lasts me 1 week. So I have like a roll and a half left, and I thought I'll go ahead and get it just so I don't run out. Okay, and the toilet paper was $3.79. I don't think I gave you the price on this. It was $13.99, and the peanut butter was $1.49. Okay, and then broccoli crowns were on sale. They were out, so I got a bunch. So the broccoli was $1.95, and the crowns it would have been $1.09. So, but that's all right. And I did get some strawberries. This is 16-ounce strawberries. They were on sale for $1.99. So I got the strawberries, the olive oil, and the peanut butter on sale. That's all the only things that I got that were on sale. And, but I have plenty of other things, the macaroni that I bought last time, and I have a lot of pantry items or staples. So I will continue buying once a week. I'll, go online and look at the orders on Wednesday to see what's on sale. And I got up today and I was not really hungry. So I am going to make myself a peanut butter and jelly sandwich. And I'm going to use this Jif. And let's see. It's got total sugars is 3 grams, including 2 added sugars, and 7 grams of protein. Almost all peanut butter has 7 grams, but I'm just trying to avoid the sodium. Now, sodium is 140 milligrams for 2 tablespoons. So, the natural peanut butter has none. But I didn't order this. I think I had wanted peanut butter and they didn't have any, and this was the substitute because I didn't say, substitute something or whatever. But anyway, I have it, so I'm going to eat it. It was $2.99. And the blackberry jam, I opened this on March the 7th, and it's about right here. So I'm going to say, depending on how many PB&Js I eat, this might last me 2 months. So while I'm sitting here with you, I'm going to make my sandwich. I'm trying to walk through this life of widowhood and being on Social Security and all that, and making the most of what I have. If things got really bad, I have wheat berries, and I have raw honey. I have a big bucket of raw honey. I don't know, it's probably 50 years old, and it's still good. Honey lasts forever. And I can always make bread with wheat berries, honey, yeast, salt, and What else would I put in there? Water. And, when you eat uh, bread made from the wheat berry that you grind your own flour, it has a lot of nutrition in it. So I'm not going to measure out 2 tablespoons of peanut butter. I don't have to measure it out, so I'm not. Now my husband he loved dieting. I remember one time he said, "I'm going to go on a potato and bread diet." Now that's that not long after we started, eating the whole wheat bread. I said, okay. He's been on Atkins. Oh, I can't even think of all the diets, but for some reason he really liked dieting. He was a big guy. He was 6 foot. I think his weight at one time was like 280. When I met him, he weighed 180. But all that good cooking put a little weight on him. But uh, I just eat, now that it's just me, I eat what I like to eat, and I eat according to what my body lets me eat. There are some foods that I just, it's not because I don't like them, or it's nothing about the nutrition or anything like that. It has to do with how my body reacts. Do I get indigestion or heartburn, reflux? All that makes a big difference in what I eat. And recently, I've been able to eat beans, which I've enjoyed. I think for 3 or 4 days in a row, I ate beans. I had discovered the cranberry or borlotti beans. I have a video about that, and they were really good. And I just cooked them plain with a little salt so that I could see, how they tasted. And so. But there are more beans I would like to try. I think I've eaten most all the beans that would be available, to me at our grocery store. Um, I'm trying to think. There is a dinner that I would just love to eat. My friend Patti, who lives in California, it's not Patti at Life with Patti, it's another Patti. She grew up in Bakersfield. Um, she makes a tri-tip. What is it? Tri-tip Maria something, and it's a particular cut of meat, and then you have a certain kind of bean that you eat with the dinner. I can't even think of the name of the bean right now, but I would love to. I would love to have that dinner to see how it tastes, being a kind of a regional dish where they are. And I want to get better about making things using what I have in my pantry. Now I have lots of beans, I have rice, I have the macaroni pasta, I still have a few egg noodles, and I'm not a big pasta eater. Excuse me. It's not that I don't like pasta, and Jeanine, I'm sorry. I know, you're Italian, you love pasta, but it's kind of like all the same to me. It's a red sauce or a white sauce. And so I just don't eat that much pasta. I mean, like I say, I'll eat it. I don't dislike it, but I guess my favorite meal is probably a pot roast with potatoes. And my mama used to make a Sunday roast every Sunday. Um, and she would just cook the roast without any vegetables in it. And on the side, she would have mashed potatoes and green beans. And we usually have a lettuce salad served with Italian dressing. It was always Italian dressing. And I remember I would beg her to get some other kind of dressing, but and then she would make homemade rolls, and I guess that's probably my very favorite meal, and I could eat it every day. I just love it. But ground beef doesn't always, I mean, pot roast doesn't always agree with me. So, and I get comments like, oh, you eat so healthy. I eat healthy because my body, if I eat stuff I'm not supposed to, like honey buns with that white icing on there, oh, I, I could make myself sick eating those things. I think it's that frosting on top. But when I do that, my stomach gets upset and I get heartburn or indigestion, reflux. So I know that I just can't eat that sort of thing. And maybe once every 6 months now, I might have one. And because I don't eat it all the time, I can handle it pretty good. But I just eat plain food. I don't eat a lot of processed foods. I'm not saying that you shouldn't eat processed foods. I'm just telling you how it affects me. I have to eat foods as close to what they are, the way God created them, for me to be able to eat food, you know. So it's when you start adding a lot of sauces and sugars and, all that yummy stuff that it starts to bother me. So, well, I'll let that be the end of the video. I'm going to eat my peanut butter and jelly sandwich and finish drinking my coffee. I hadn't had all my coffee today. I'm going to enjoy that. And y'all have a good Saturday. And I think I'm going to make this video for Mix It Up in the Kitchen with Brenda at Maniac Granny's Homestead. Um, she is just a wonderful woman. She just does so many different things. And just like Echo at Living My Best Life at 60, she's involved in lots of different things. And both of those ladies are wonderful. And I'll link their channels below because they have something for everybody. If you want a little challenge or collaboration or whatever, you can check out their channels. So I'll see y'all. Y'all have a good afternoon, a good day, a good afternoon, and please remember to be kind to someone. Someone needs your kindness today. Bye.